Welcome back to Lilith's Bazaar. My name is Riley and I have been a practicing Wiccan for about 5 or 6 years. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about tarot and oracle cards. Now I wanted to just walk you through a little bit about my cards and my decks and what I like to use them for and how I take care of them. I'm not going to be going into sort of how to do tarot or the history behind tarot. That can be another video. I just feel like this first one, I'll just show you a little bit about what I have because everyone kind of liked my altar video. So I was like, okay, well, I also have a lot of tarot and oracle card decks. So let's have fun with this. So to begin, I'm gonna go through it in kind of the order of oracle to tarot because why not? Now, I have 2 decks that I use for sort of inspiration, and then I have 2 decks that I use more for care and answers and stuff like that when it comes to oracle cards. And then tarot decks, I have three of them. But first, I'm going to go over the ones that I kind of just use for inspiration. So first things first, I have The Universe Has Your Back. This one, I really do like this deck. It's quite cute. So there you go. Now, why I say I use this one more for inspiration is because this deck isn't designed to give you answers or anything. What it is for is more, well, let's see if I can just give it a quick shuffle and let's see what I'm supposed to read you. Okay, let's flip up this one. This one says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So it's just sort of quotes and it's not really giving you a direction. It can just sort of, it's interpretation. Definitely this deck is interpretation. So I do really enjoy the artwork. It's super cute, like just fun, simple sentences, and like the front, the universe has your back. But it's just little inspiration cards, kind of how I take this one. Maybe I just need something positive, something uplifting in my day, and I can pull a card and know that I'll feel good. So that's the first deck. And the second deck was actually given to me as a gift. It's not necessarily oracle cards or tarot cards, but I kind of use it as oracle cards. They're inspiration cards. So inspiration and insight is what they're called. So she believed she could, so she did. This one's really cute. It just comes in like a little flat box and plain green background, super cute, nor whatever. And then it's flower themed, so each of them have little flowers on them. And they're just nice quotes. Let's find another one. Shuffle it up. Okay. I just filmed my last video, as you can tell, because I'm wearing the same outfit, and this one's very applicable. This above all, to refuse to be a victim. Margaret Atwood. So they're quotes, and they're really cute. Women must not accept, she must challenge. It's sort of just, again, inspiration that I like to have sometimes. I read a quote and I can sometimes get something from it that makes me answer my questions. So that's the basis of those. Next, I have in this bag, which I ripped, so I need to fix these bags. They're a little small. I might have to make some bigger ones just to do this, but I usually like to keep mine in bags. Certain ones I have in boxes, whatever, working on stuck. Okay, so this one I love. I love this deck. This is called the Self-Care Tarot. I believe it comes from a girl who actually runs a subscription box. I think it's the Goddess Provisions box. Again, I was given this as a gift. Didn't buy these, but I love them. So you know when you come home from work and you're just kind of like, what should I do? I have some free time. Like, I don't know, I don't have much free time, but sometimes I have to make myself have free time. So this is either when I have free time or I have to make myself free time, or maybe I'm just like in a rut and I just don't feel like doing anything. And I lay there and sometimes, like, you know, that feeling of just, you don't want to do anything. It's depression, but whatever. So those of you who suffer with depression, this is a really helpful deck. Really, really helpful deck, because something else is telling you to do something that is self-care. And maybe you can't come up with it yourself at the moment, or you're just feeling, bleh, the universe has your back and it will get your ass in gear. So, for example, these are the nice the back of the cards. So, I love the back of this deck. It's just so simple and cute. And let's pull a card. This one, intuition. So work on your intuition. Trust your intuition. Do what you feel like you need to do. That's a fun card. But yeah, the artwork is really, really great on this. This is a great deck. I love this deck. So I'm just gonna pull another random one. Let's see. Connect with crystals. Nice one. And like there's connect with the earth. So go for a walk. Create art. Aromatherapy. Like, it's just a bunch of things that you can do to make you feel good. And okay, just pulled up this one. This one makes me laugh. I have yet to get it, but I like it. It's funny. Pleasure. Okay, cards, if you say so. So yeah, this is another really great deck. The self-care deck. I believe it's from the creators of Goddess Provisions. I believe so. All right, and the last one, I probably use this deck the most out of all of my decks, because I can just pull a card in the morning and just do with it as I please from the information. And that is the Moonology Oracle deck. Super cute on the back, really great artwork on the front. And each one of the cards represents either a phase in the moon or a lunar transit, or so on and so forth. So there are, I believe, 54 cards. Double check that, but they're great. You shuffle it, and let's see what gets pulled. Dropped one. Don't do this on a high stool. Okay, I guess I have to read the two that dropped. Why not? So, third quarter moon adjustments are required. And there is a book that comes with it. I have those stored away. I kind of look at them sometimes. Sometimes I just kind of go with whatever it says. When it comes to oracle cards, I usually just like to read what it says and trust my intuition. So, adjustment is required. And then the new moon, a new start is coming. Ooh. So that's actually really good two cards to have together. I was meant to drop those. So yeah, this is the deck. I love this deck. This is my everyday deck. This is probably when it comes to oracle cards, because I have a deck from tarot cards that I'm absolutely in love with as well. So when it comes to oracle cards, those two are definitely my favorites. All right, on to our tarot. Okay, every single witch should have this deck. And I'm not saying because it is the most amazing deck in the world. What I'm saying is that every witch needs to just start with the basics. And what else is more basic than the Rider-Waite deck? We all know this deck. And I actually think that this one is a recopying of it. It's the first deck I ever bought, so this deck is like 6 years old, and it's in really good condition because I don't use this one. This is kind of my learning one. I ended up getting my second deck pretty quickly after that, which that one is destroyed, so that one I put to rest, and I just picked up some new ones and whatnot. Some people don't think you should ever throw your tarot cards away, but for me, when I've lost a couple of them, or they've gotten like water on them and they're like really weak and frail and ripped, I'm just like, no, I think I just should get new ones. I don't know. So yeah, it's not the original backs. I don't, like, no way. But the fronts, This was just the first deck I bought when I was young. And you can't beat the Rider-Waite. Oh, they're upside down. You can't beat it. They are the classic. So I don't need to talk about this one too much because everyone knows the Rider-Waite. All right, the next one in a baggie again. I usually get rid of the ones that have like the small boxes, like the cardboard boxes, the weak boxes, because those boxes don't store them nicely. Okay, this deck. Oh, this one's K. I had to think about the name there. So this is the back. If you recognize the back before I release, write it down below. 1, 2, 3. Wild Unknown. This deck is gorgeous. So for example, this one we have the Daughter of Wands, and then we have the Four of Cups. Just the artwork is just so amazing. Like just cut that into the same place. There, like it's just, you can't beat this artwork. It's just gorgeous. And they're nice, like a small deck. I think they have a larger size as well, but this is the smaller size. So I like this deck. This one is probably one of the ones I use more often with my tarot. My final deck is my favorite, but I do really love this deck because the artwork is just amazing. And I used this one for a while before I got my more recent one. And I still go back to this one sometimes for more like intimate work if I just need, I feel like I've got a stronger connection with this deck at this point. So if it's something that's not sort of like a shallow question, if it's something I really just feel like I need to work on, I will go back to this deck. This is my deeper deck because I have more of a relationship with this deck. And finally, da, 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 the Anima Mundi Tarot deck. I wanted this deck for so long, like so long. And when I finally got it, oh my God, I lost it. I was so excited. I read my parents and my brother. I read everyone their a tarot spread. I just went for it. I was like, I need to just touch and use this deck, and oh my goodness. Oh, so. And I love it's a hard box, easy to store. It does come with your little manual. When I get a new deck, I do actually use the book for a while because other people's interpretations of the cards. I like to see the familiarity because these cards are sort of created with intention. And yes, there's general meanings for all of them, obviously, because that's how we read them. But every tarot deck has its own special little flair to it. So I like to use the book. Okay. So the back of this deck is so gorgeous. The sides are gold. I know it seems so simple, but it just brings me so much joy. And that's what it's supposed to do. Like, it just makes me so happy. It's so pretty. And then the artwork, oh my God. The artwork is just absolutely insanely gorgeous. Like, this deck is amazing. And I'm beside myself having this deck. So I'm still building a relationship with it. But this is definitely the most gorgeous deck I own through and through. Not to put aside the other artwork and the other creations, like they're all amazing. Like the Wild Unknown is, again, absolutely gorgeous. This artwork is amazing. But you always have that one deck that just tickles you a different way. And that's my Anima Mundi. So I love this deck. Now that part's kind of done, introducing you to my decks, I want to tell you a little bit about how I kind of use them, in the sense of, so when I get them out of the box, fresh from wherever I bought them or were gifted them, first thing I do is cleanse my deck. And now some people, sorry, you might hear the dog. I'm dog sitting, so you might hear the dog walking around. Sorry. So when I get a deck, this might seem a little excessive, but I always feel really good about doing it. I take my sage, this one's pretty fresh, and I sage each individual card. So whether it's incense or this, I sort of hold it and then run each card through the smoke front and back. Cleanse, ready to go. So I do the whole deck. And then I cleanse the bags that they're in. Give them a good cleanse, get it ready. Because especially if they're gifted, usually you're called to a deck. Like when you go buy one yourself, you feel it. You see it in the store and you feel it. Or online if you're pre-ordering a specific one, whatever. But cleanse it because it's not your energy that's on that deck. So cleanse it to prep it for you so that it's a fresh slate and you can build your friendship with the cards. And then maintenance. If I've done a really heavy emotional reading for myself, or another, I prefer to read for myself, but occasionally I'll do other people. But what I like to do is sort of cleanse it, but I use my crystals. I use quartz, universal, easy peasy. This is not my full collection. This is my traveling altar. So you see my altar. But yeah, so I just take my deck, keep it face down, and just charge it. I've wiped it of all of its energy, all of my energy. I'm tired because it's been really emotional, so I just sort of wanted to give it a little quick battery charge. Done. Easy. Just set your intentions and focus that energy back into that deck. So that's kind of what I do for basic care. Keep them in their bags, use them when needed. I do throw mine out once they get kind of just overused, like you put them in retirement. And by throw out, I don't mean just like get rid of them, throw them out in the trash. Have some respect for your cards. I burn mine. And I thank them. I send the energy back into the universe, I burn it, and I thank it so much for all of its services that it's done for me, all the comfort it's brought me, and all that jazz. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. And comment down below if you have any of these decks, or if you have a favorite deck that I don't have, and show it to me because I am always open to getting new decks. I'm on a wait list for 2 other ones right now because they're not released yet. So please let me know a little bit about the decks you use and the ones you just think are really pretty, and maybe I can get them one day. Woo!